Hey guys, what's up? My name's Ines. I write kissing books, and today I'm having a bit of a breakdown because there are rules in a werewolf pack that I didn't know about. Let me break it down for you. I love paranormal romance. Nalini Singh and Cressley Cole, their books got me back into reading after being swamped in my kids' diapers when I was a stay at home mom. And I started noticing, because of my analytical brain, that there are rules to pack life. 8 rules that I've counted so far, and here they are. Rule number 1: the scent of love. In the shifter world, scent is more than just a physical attribute. It's an invisible thread that binds the lovers together. When a shifter wants their mate to carry their scent, it's not just about possession, it's about protection, about connection, and an unspoken declaration of love. As writers, our challenge is to convey this deep, instinctual bond through words, crafting scenes where the mere scent of a lover can convey a world of emotion and belonging. Rule 2: the dance of destiny. The mating dance is a narrative gold mine. It's a ritual steeped in ancient traditions sometimes, a series of actions and emotions that lead our characters to the inevitable realization that they have bonded. Here, as writers, we can explore the tension, the resistance, and the overwhelming pull of destined love. A lot of times with this dance, the best thing is that other werewolves know to get out of the way of that male's woman. The dance could include biting, it could include more scenting, it could include sex, it could include kissing, but there's a ritual to the dance. Just like we all know how to cha cha slide or electric slide, you want to make sure that your mating dance has very recognizable steps. Rule 3: a mark of forever. The bite mark or claiming mark is a public display of affection. The werewolf typically marks his mate in the form of a bite or some type of claw mark. This is a public display of affection and ownership. It's a transformative moment for our characters as well. It's a turning point that signifies permanence. As authors, we must handle this moment with care, ensuring that it resonates with the gravity that it deserves, because this mark is not just a physical manifestation, but a symbol of eternal commitment that is visible to all. Rule 4: from lone wolf to found family. A lot of times when we come into a paranormal romance novel, our hero is typically alone, either alone in the woods by himself or kind of an outsider in the pack. And our lone wolf heroes often embark on a journey of finding their true family along with their true mate. In your stories, let this journey reflect that universal quest for belonging and love, not just with their mate, but with the whole pack as well. Show how the love of a mate and the acceptance within a new pack or reacceptance back within their original pack can heal and transform the most solitary of creatures. Rule number 5: the hierarchy of the heart. The clearly defined rules within the pack provide a framework for our story. There's typically an alpha, there's sentinels or their lieutenants. Sometimes it can be arranged like the US Army is arranged, but there's a hierarchy. And these clearly defined roles set the framework for our story. They set the stage for conflicts, for alliances, and relationships. Everyone knows where they are within that pack. And if there's any ambiguity, there's usually going to be some kind of discomfort. So use the roles that you create for your pack members to create a dynamic world. But remember, at the heart of every role, be it alpha or healer, is a character with desires, with fears, and dreams. And they find comfort in knowing where their place is in that pack. Rule number 6: the primal claim. Mine. That kind of doesn't sound like a growl. It sounds like a monster, but you know what I mean. That growl of mine is more than just a claim. It's a proclamation of love in its most raw and unguarded form. In our writing as romance and paranormal romance authors, we should be exploring the layers beneath that possessiveness. It's not just about claiming your mate, it's also about declaring a willingness to protect, to cherish, and to fight for the one that you love to your own death. Rule number 7, the dance of dominance. While dominance is a key trait in most shifter heroes, it's also the balance with tenderness and vulnerability that creates a truly compelling character. As writers, our task is to weave this complexity into our heroes, making them both formidable as well as endearing, because not all heroines are submissive. There's a lot of alpha women out there, and the hero, who is usually dominant, is going to have to figure out how to balance his need for control with making her give a little and he give a little himself. And finally, rule number 8, the bond beyond the physical. Consider that mate bond. It's a connection that transcends the physical realm. It's an invisible, unbreakable link that can add a layer of depth and conflict to your stories. Because if that bond is rejected, and rejected mate is a total trope, but if that bond is rejected, that could be a death, literal or physical, for your hero and or heroine. So that bond should go just beyond the physical. Make sure we understand the stakes of if that bond is broken or torn apart or rejected, so that it becomes even more important, even more palpable when it is accepted. As authors of paranormal romance, we are not just storytellers. We are architects of dreams. We are builders of worlds where love knows no bounds and where the wild heart finds its home. Embrace these rules, but also let your imagination soar beyond them. Create worlds that captivate, characters that resonate, and love stories that linger long after the last page is turned. Did you love this chat about paranormal romance rules for werewolves? Then you'll love the podcast I'm doing with my book bestie, El Penelope. On our new podcast, Ink and Magic, we're breaking down Nalini Singh's best-selling Paranormal Side Changeling series. I hope you'll come over and join us. If you want a more in-depth exploration of pacing, try out my Page Turner Pacing course, How to Write a Binge-Worthy Novel in 21 Days at AnnetteWrites.com/PTP for Page Turner Pacing. You can also read more breakdowns and chat with others on my free Substack at AnnetteWrites.substack.com. In the meantime, you guys, you go get them words and follow the rules, and I'll try to keep it together until the next time that we break it down. I'll see you then. Bye.